All right, Ryan, a lot of changes in the running back room right now. What's the competition level been like in these first few days of camp?
It's been high. It's been high since spring ball, since the season ended. It's kind of funny. We've always had this little FE squared, iron sharpens iron thing since I've been here, but it's kind of came into like a more light this year. And I think like, especially in the running back room, it's been more more important because we got a lot of young guys that are talented and want to be here and want to learn, and then we got some vets like me and Chuck who've been here for a little while that we're just competing every day and just trying to make each other better. But then at the end of the day, there's only one ball, so that's why we think iron sharpens iron is kind of perfect for what we're going through right now in the running back room.
Awesome. You were named to the Horning preseason watch list. Talk about what that means to you.
Yeah, it's just cool. I mean, it's a watch list at the end of the day, though. It's just people got their eyes on you, but you still got to go out there and earn it and prove it. I mean, it might have a little testament to what you've done before, but none of that matters now. There's still a whole new season and a lot more things I want to accomplish.
Is there any particular individual goals you have coming off of a career high in rushing yards, a really great season returning to football? Is it kind of just keeping those building blocks going? What are kind of, if you have any individual goals, what are those?
I wouldn't say I really have any individual goals right now, especially after what we did last year going to the college football playoff. I think individual goals that probably can't be measured are just being a leader to this team and kind of stepping up to replace like roles that we lost last year. So I think that's going to be the biggest individual goal per se, but I just want to put this team in the best position possible to go as far as we can, and we know we can.
You mentioned that iron sharpens iron, not just in the running back room. Talk about that healthy competition as we saw a lot of guys leave last season. Talk about what it's like to step into that leadership role.
Right, yeah. So like I said before, the iron sharpens iron. It's kind of been around for a long time, but I feel like it was a pretty big time to bring it back out. We got a lot of talented guys on both sides of the ball, and we feel like in every position. So we're kind of going at it every day and competing, and kind of just understanding that the only thing that's going to make us better is giving each other the best look every time.
Last one for me, is there a two-part question. Have you worked on anything in particular with your punt return skills, trying to sharpen that even more, even though you are one of the best returning punt returners in the AAC? And then secondly, what does punt returning do for you as a running back? How does it help you, if it does help you play either position?
Right. So firstly, I would say I haven't really done anything different. I think it's like very important for me to be very detailed now, because this would be my fourth year doing punt returns, and some could say it might get monotonous and you might just kind of feel like you're back there and comfortable catching the ball. But I just wanted to make sure I got out there with the punters every day and caught as many balls as I can, just so I make sure I keep up with those little details. What was the second part?
Does punt returning help you be a better running back, or does being a running back help you be a better punt returner?
I would say running back probably helps being a punt returner, but they also do go hand in hand. A lot of my things is kind of making people miss and playing like that's my advantage, having space and stuff. So it just helps me really work on my moves, things like that.
And you also saw Ethan switch from the running back room to the defensive back room. Yeah. Talk about your relationship with Ethan, as well as how you've been able to help him make that transition.
Yeah, so it's actually pretty cool. Since he switched to the defense, he kind of made sure he asked that he can keep his locker by the running backs, because we've built a relationship over the past 3 years. And then we're rooming right down the hall from each other, so we kind of hang out every night, and it's been good for both of us, because now he can use what he knew on offense to help out with knowing things on defense and vice versa, and we can watch film together, and we have a chance to compete now on the field against each other. So it's been cool, it's been fun, and I know we just come out here and look forward to that every day.
What's one word to describe that new locker room you guys just saw?
It's unreal. If you compare it to the last one, like a thing Cincinnati always prided ourselves on was kind of just like dealing with what we have. But it was just awesome to have something like that, seeing the guys go in the locker room and have something to enjoy like that. It was pretty cool.
Awesome. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, for sure.